I felt like that I watched this film in a theater because I couldn't pause it, I couldn't fast forward it, I couldn't rewind it. There was no option like that to me. Because of this great site, NeeStream, they have a fabulous player that doesn't allow you to do all of this. They want you to have the theater experience. Hello guys, I'm Nona and today we'll be talking about the latest Malayalam film, The Great Indian Kitchen, and I have to say what an apt title for this film. Written and directed by Jeo Baby, starring Nimisha, Sajayan and Suraj Venjaramoodu in the lead. Now if you haven't seen this film, go watch it. It's a must watch for everyone. Now this film is available on NeeStream. It's a new platform exclusively for Malayalam content. I read some articles where director said that he went to Netflix and Amazon but they refused. I think Netflix didn't even see the film. Now this streaming site is not the best. It's in its initial phases. I faced a lot of technical issues while watching the film there. Almost took me 2 days to finally watch it because every 5 minutes I used to start watching, there was some error. It started buffering, so I couldn't watch it. There's no inbuilt feature to go back or forward in the player. They need to do a lot of work. Now as always, there was a plan to watch this film with other viewers on the channel on Discord, so if you want to be part of it, come join the community, link in the description. But due to NeeStream, we had to cancel that plan and I watched it alone. There was a lot of traffic on the website and it was just crashing, so instead we decided to watch Shylock, and that's a story for another video. Now I remember watching the trailer for this film on a live stream and really liked it, and it's very obvious from the trailer what the story is about, so I had a plan to make this video in the style of the film itself, but after watching the film I had to cancel that plan because it would have not worked very well, because the things I want to say in the video will contradict the format I want to try, so I cancelled that. So it's just a review. Now coming to the film, I want to say that I'm not gonna pretend that I understand all the issues women face in their lives. As a man having the privilege, there's no way I can understand it, but I can definitely try to, and this film is just too relatable. This film transcends language, culture, everything. This is the story of every Indian household. Doesn't matter what religion, what caste, what class, nothing matters. It's all the same everywhere because it's a patriarchal society, so that's common everywhere. That whole thing, that she's having period and she cannot do anything, she cannot meet anyone, that maybe culturally something happens in Kerala and a lot of places. I know we have seen it in a lot of movies. Haven't really experienced that in my own life. And even apart from that, the other things the film explores is a common practice everywhere in India and even world, who knows. Now women does face injustice in this male dominant society, but we have to also realize that the men are also the victims of it. Like the women, we are also trained to live in this patriarchal society, to believe that men are above women. That's how this male ego develops. That's what we see around in a house while growing up, and we adapt to it because it's convenient. The film starts with Nimisha's character dancing, and then directly we see she and Suraj meeting to get married. It's an arranged marriage. They know nothing about each other. They don't know how to even talk to each other, and they'll get married because they don't have anything negative to say. How will there be anything negative when you don't even know each other? But whatever it is, whatever you find out about the other person, doesn't matter. The deal is done. There's no coming back from it. You have to accept it and move on. That's what our society wants. And after that, it's just a flawless, amazing film. Everything is believable. I just love the approach. It's so realistic. They never try to make it melodramatic, and that's what I expect from Malayalam cinema. I love it. It is so believable. They are such long takes. We see what she's doing in the kitchen, the entire process. There's no montages, cut. No, nothing like that. She is doing all those things and we are looking at it. And it looks gross. It looks boring. It's repeated so many times in the film, again and again and again, right? She's cooking, she's washing the dishes, she's cleaning, again and again and again we are looking at this, right? It becomes so boring and repetitive. But that's their life. And that's why when she gets frustrated, we also get frustrated while looking at it, because we are also experiencing the same thing as she. And that's amazing filmmaking, to make the audience feel the same thing as the character. And if you notice closely, as the film progresses, we get close-ups of her doing the chores, trying to say that she's losing her own identity. The smell of washing those dishes has infused with her own hands. She doesn't have her own order anymore. And whenever a woman in the film is not able to do the task, she's replaced by another woman. First it's the mother of the house, then she leaves so she has to do it. Then when she gets period, so she cannot enter the kitchen, they get some other woman to do the work. Then later we get the aunt who comes and do the work. And we also see the mom who has gone to her daughter's place because she's pregnant. There also she's doing the same work. How beautifully they depicted how women's job is just one thing in the entire society, wherever she is. The men will not get up and do their work. No, they'll get some other woman to do it, because that's how the society has trained everyone. And when the woman is replaced, everything goes as it is. They'll eat the food, they'll behave a certain way, as if they don't care who's doing that task. That means there's no value for the woman. She's just doing her task, that's it. There's no difference if the wife is cooking or a maid is cooking. And constantly in the film, we see a lot of family pictures on the walls in the house. And that depicts it has been going like this for ages. And it will happen like this this only. Guys, this film deserves a live discussion, so we are doing it this Friday. So to get that, do subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notification whenever it drops. Also, if you're finding value in the video, do hit the like button, because when you do that, YouTube promotes this video and more people can watch it. Now we are clearly showing the film that men can also do the work, but they are not doing it. When the mother has left for the daughter's place and the father has to go out, he needs his slippers, right? His wife should get him, but she's not here anymore, so he goes and gets his slippers himself. When she has periods, the father himself does the puja. That means they're capable, they can do it. It's not like he's too aged, no, he cannot help himself, so we have to help him. It's not like that. But no, he's the man, he cannot do it. The women have to do it. That's their job. And when Nimisha wants to get a job and she even gets a letter, what a dialogue to use there, right? No, the society, the bureaucracy, they don't need women there out there. Your role in the house is more important. That's how house becomes a better place. That's how the kids will grow to become a better person. Your job is in the house. How in a humble way he's suppressing her. And he says that he did the same thing with his wife too. And see how well the family has grown. He's justifying it. And the best thing about the film is they never show these things as evil, you know. They're not portraying these characters as they are bad, they are evil people, they are wrong people. No, they are showing their true mentality. That's what they have grown to be. They are not acting to be like this, that no, your women will suppress you. No, it's not that. That's what they believe, and that's why it doesn't come out as evil. It comes out as their trait. They act so sweet and caring. In the beginning, when they go out to someone else's place, he asks the friend's wife, you know, come sit with us, have food. And she's like, no, you eat first, you are the guest. But he never does that in his own house. He never tells his wife and mother, come sit with us and eat. No. On the other hand, he says, yeah, eat with my mother, she'll have company. But what place are you leaving her to have company? That dirty mess? That's the thing, no, they don't even realize what they are doing. They think it's normal because they've seen this around themselves and grown up like that. Oh yeah, it's normal, mother will clean it and they'll eat it there only. It doesn't matter to them how clean the table is. They are basically man-child. Someone has to give the father his brush, unless he'll not clean his teeth. The rice should be made on firewood. The coconut should be crushed with the hand. His clothes should be washed with the hands, otherwise they'll not last long if you wash them in washing machine. Or if you want that, you want this specificity, go do it yourself. Who's stopping you? How is it's her job to do it? Have you employed her? Is she getting money for this? And that guy who comes to teach her how a black tea is made, that's what is called mansplaining. And he's like, oh, today the men will cook, you know, the women rest, we'll cook. And they cook, they eat and done. That's it, right? The job is done. What about cleaning everything? The mess they have created. And later he has the audacity to ask, what work is there after cooking? There's nothing left, right? We did the work. What is left now? Such ignorance. And that is so true. That is so real. See, I don't want to take any upper ground here. That, oh, see, I'm the perfect man. I don't do any of these things. No, that's not true at all. I was like that many years ago. I do have changed, but there's still a lot of things I do which are not right. Even if I call my mother right now, she'll tell you what I did wrong in the last 24 hours. And that's the truth. At the point in my life, I understood what I'm doing wrong. And I still try to correct myself. There are many times I want to say something and then I suddenly realize, no, it's mansplaining. It's not a place for me to say anything. I do certain things and suddenly realize, no, it's wrong. I'll just sit relaxedly. My mother is working and I'll say, please give me water. And then I realize, no, what I'm doing, I should get myself. She's working, right? And it still happens, you know. You have to correct yourself. It's impossible to change in one day. It's impossible. But once you try to do this each and every day, the time will come where automatically you'll do everything yourself. You'll not rely on others, especially the women in the house. And today I'm to use this opportunity to any women who's watching this who knows me, please, if anything like this ever happens, if in any way I'm being sexist, I'm using my male privilege, tell me on my face. Whoever is watching, tell me on my face. I try my best to avoid it, to never do it, never repeat it. But if it happens by mistake, please tell me on my face. Let's come to the male ego, the reason for everything wrong in this world. She just nudging him, saying, oh, you have table manners when you come outside. And his male ego is hurt. What is wrong with that? I'm at my home, I'll do whatever I want. It's my convenience. What is wrong with that? Say sorry. Say sorry. He's hurt. He's brutally hurt. How can you say that to me? I don't have table manners. You will tell me, you woman, you will tell me what I did wrong. Who are you? Say sorry. And the moment that sorry comes, oh, he's done. Yeah, hey, come here. It's alright. Don't do it again. Yeah, you're right. I passed you. You have the right to breathe now. Bullshit. She asked him to get a plumber at the start of the film and he never got the plumber till the end. That's how responsible he is. When she refuses to have intercourse, it hits him hard. How can you refuse me? And what kind of a woman is she? She has this knowledge about sexual activity? How dare she? What a bad woman. And she wants pleasure? I don't even like you. You're just my wife. That's it. You don't deserve pleasure. First of all, so well performed by both the actors. And that moment was the point where everything just falls apart in her life. All the love, the care is all a facade. You just have have to act the way the men wants you to. That's it. Now there's a great scene where she is working on a laptop and behind her is the firewood where the rice are being cooked. And that's such an ironic shot, such a big contrast that a laptop, such a technical brilliance, a new world product is there in front and behind you're cooking rice on a firewood because the men wants it like that. They like it. The climax, just loved it. You have so much anger by the end, it just pays off, you know. Now I do feel it's little too much according to the setup of this film, but I just really love that scene and I have no complaints. And a whole walking away from that place. And if you notice carefully in the background, there are different women in each house doing some task, and she in the foreground walking away from all of this. And we even see the stall, you know, where it says preserve our customs, and all women are sitting and repeating the slogan the men is saying. What an amazing film, man. Just loved it. That whole dance sequence at the end, it was so liberating, and again, you know, using an art form to liberate yourself. I just loved that. The whole performance was gorgeous and amazing. And the ending was so great that nothing has changed. He's married again, he's doing the same thing again, and everything will repeat in a cycle. Because that's the truth. We'll not change because it's convenient. And we'll not change until we accept that we are wrong, that there's a problem. If we don't accept there's a problem, then how can you change? That's what we all men have to do. We have to accept that there is a problem, that we have to change it. We have to reform ourselves. It will not happen in one day, it will not happen in 1 week. It will take generations to eliminate it. But we have to start at some point. Now coming to the performance. Oh my god. Suraj didn't have that big of a role, but he had a great impact. The way he carried himself, being so lovely, so charming to her, but later to show that ignorance he has. What a great depiction of an Indian man. But this film belongs to Nimisha Sajayan. What a performance. She did all those things. We could see her because, again, as I said, no montages, no rapid cutting to show what she's doing. We were there, we looked at her doing all those gross things in the kitchen, getting frustrated, getting tired, waking up, cooking food, washing the clothes, cleaning everything, again cooking something, cleaning the house. We see her doing all of this and it looks 100% authentic. It never feels like she's acting, she's performing this. Just an outstanding performance. Now this film does remind me of Thappad. Now that was set up in an urban setting and it was trying to make a bigger point, you know, showing different women in different walks of life and all the things they face. Whereas according to me, this one really hits harder because it's so simple yet so shocking. Because it's such a common thing we have seen everywhere in our lives. Almost everyone would have seen this, I'm sure. Now accepting it or not, that's a different thing. So guys, that was the video. Do join us for the live session on Friday. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button, share this video, let me know in the comments your thoughts. I would like to hear people if they have gone through that transformation. Be open, I want to hear those stories. So guys, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, check out the videos. If you like them too, do subscribing and I'll see you next time.